I'm Leonsis.
And I'm Grant Paranjape.
And this week we're joined by a special guest, Chuck, our creative director, who's going to walk us through the new Wizards District Gaming Practice Facility.
You're watching ZVP with C.
Very nice.
Perfect.
So as stated, we're going to take you on a little bit of a virtual tour of the new Wizards District Gaming Practice Facility, which is currently being built out. Obviously, when it's fully completed, we'll be taking you guys on a little virtual tour again, so you can see all the cool bells and whistles that we'll be incorporating in real life. But to give you a little preview of that, we've got Chuck here, who will walk you through the entire creative design process of what was built. Grant and I had a lot of ideas, but Chuck really
We've had a lot of wild ideas.
Some better than others.
Some carpet, some frosted doors.
Plush carpet.
Plush carpet.
Yes, plush.
Chuck is the man who makes it all happen and reels it in a little bit, but ultimately he's the one who can kind of share what we're working on and really paint a good picture for you guys.
So Chuck, you walk into the practice facility, what is the first thing our players are going to see?
Our players are going to see an awesome array of lockers. So we've designed custom lockers that are similar to what you would see in an NBA locker room for our players, right? That's the first thing that's going to greet them in their living space, and then we're in the next room we're going to go to what's going to be the office where they really do their work.
So the living area, let's talk a little bit more about that. Color scheme, artwork on the wall, comfort level, what are we starting to incorporate in to make it a fun place to hang out for the players?
Well, we know they're going to be spending a lot of time there, so we want to make it something that works well for them, whatever time they're there, and it's comfortable, but at the same time we want it to be very sleek and very modern. So not only is the Wizards D.G brand sleek and modern, but just the medium that we're working in, right, a video game, is very much that. We have lots of custom touches for our players, but we also have lots of really cool furniture that we've picked out that really matches the theme of Wizards D.G. We're going with a light and dark contrast, lots of white, but also lots of shades of gray, charcoal, marble that really sink in with what we're doing. And so we went about thinking first about what's the brand that's already out there, what's the brand that's going to be in the game, but then how do we live it? How do we live it in this space, right? So you may see some really cool stuff coming up, like these custom desks are colors, they're to spec for the players' heights and things like that. And really we're just trying to make it really custom. I think that's really the key way to looking at it.
Custom is key. You heard it here first.
Custom is key. Yeah.
And we have a very cool custom carpet going into the main gaming room. Maybe you want to talk about that.
Yeah, when you step in and you see that W right there on the floor, you know we're setting the tone for something really cool. So you're going to be, if you can picture this, we're going to show some renderings too. You've got your main players there in a space where they can focus, but where they can also be collaborative. So we know that this has to be a team environment too, where they can be coached and also do the business administration type parts of being a team, right? They have to decide how and when they're going to travel. So we're going to make that a space that's both functional for them as individuals, but as a team to really step their game up.
Grant, in the gaming room, why don't you talk about the actual setup? How we're setting up the team, our sixth player, and the coach.
Yeah, so it's a good question. We have our kind of long wall that has all 5 guys, up against it. That'll be kind of the main team. They're scrimming, they're practicing, they're 8 to 12 hours a day. Right off to the right, within arm's distance, as far away as you are, will be our manager and our 6th player. And then right on the left, we have our review area, right? We have a nice large TV. It's very, nice and hung on the wall. And, the guys will be able to just turn in their chairs and get together and, ultimately help improve their gameplay. So I'm excited about the space. It's definitely the nicest area I've ever had a chance to be a part of. And
Grant and Chuck are being humble. They have been meticulous about the different shades of gray that will be listed behind the monitors and the background. They want to find the most pleasing colors that aren't distracting with lighting, where bulbs are going to go so they don't interfere.
I honestly
with
did
glare
not
on
know.
screens and monitors.
I did not know there were so many different shades of blue.
Millions
of shades of blue.
Shades of blue.
Yeah, it's the title of our latest book, Millions shades of blue.
I like that.
Yeah, I
The
like that.
the engineers we're working with are meticulous too. I mean, if you want to have a discussion about carpet pile with them,
Yeah.
or what colors to paint the baseboards,
They're all for
they're
it.
eager.
Those are your guys.
Yeah, it's what we do here, and I think that's one of the unique things about MSC, right? You know, we have an engineering team, we have you know, a design team in Chuck, and I think that's, you know, I'm very fortunate that all these, you know, kind of resources were in place, and I think that's going to enable us to have a really, you know, fantastic space in a not so short amount of time.
It's a great team-oriented project, and not only that, it's powered by partners of ours like Leidos, who will have prominent branding within the practice space too. So we're excited to debut that.
It's a great integration for our partners, and I think it's I mean, it's something I'm really excited about.
Well, Chuck, thank you for joining us. Really appreciate you walking the 2K community through the new practice space, even if just through visualizations. Again, when it's done, we'll have Chuck walk us through detail by detail in person of what it actually looks like. Maybe the next episode we'll do House Hunters.
Oh, we're 100% doing House Hunters. I think, you know, we're hard at work finding apartments for our guys, and you know, it's going to be a very nice space. So we're fortunate enough to kind of have this series to share updates and show you guys what we're working on here at MSC, and we'll continue to do so, right? So as soon as we have you know, a little bit more progress on the practice facility, as soon as we have some apartments nailed down, we will share with you guys as that happens in real time. So thanks again to Chuck for coming on here, and you know, we're really excited to go on this journey with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for pardoning our dust while we're doing all the construction. It's really great to be on the show. Thanks for having me, guys.
You've been watching ZVP.